You want to see something crazy? Watch this. Treat time. Cassie, come here. Look. What's this? A bug. There's a bug. Look. Cassie. What is that? That's your favorite treat. Happy 4th of July. I found one for you. She loves those things. Cicada treats, brought to you by Doc. Now available on Amazon. I don't know what I'm doing out here. I haven't seen many of those. Normally she's picking them out of the pool, eating them, one right after the other. Anyways, guys, she does that all the time. I swear to God, she'll eat 50 a day. It's 4th of July. I'm just going to make a kind of a casual video, but I'm going to cover a bunch of subjects today. And we're going to cover double cutting the lawn, time of day to cut the lawn, what do you do when your lawn gets a little bit long and you got thunderstorms coming in. What else are we going to cover? A bunch of different stuff, so hold on one sec. Yes, she eats those things nonstop. I bet you she eats 5,000 of those a season out here. We haven't had many cicadas this year. Anyways, guys, today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a laid-back kind of collage of stuff over the past couple of days. You can hear a lawnmower in the background. That means it's 4th of July and people are out cutting their grass. But one of the things is we're kind of on the tail end of a mini drought here. So we haven't had rain for like 14 days. Temperatures have been the high of 93 to 97 degrees, scorching hot. All the lawns in the neighborhood are starting to burn out. Mine is fine, of course. But I wanted to show you real quick. I want to go over a couple things. I want to talk about the best time of the day to cut grass. I'm going to talk about some techniques of watching your blade and the level of your blade. Something I call heat gloss or heat glaze that happens on your grass. We're going to talk about cutting heights. So being prepared for incoming storms. So if you've let your grass come up a little bit, we're going to talk about bringing it back down before the storms come in so you don't have a problem. I'm going to show you, I've cut it with the John Deere. I cut it with the rotary mower. I'm going to show you that. What else am I going to show you? I'm going to go over a bunch of just different stuff. Again, it's a 4th of July casual video. I'm going to piece together, stick with me, I'm going to piece together the past 3 days, just a bunch of different video clips. Now, an important announcement real quick. The folks at Anderson's wanted me to pass along a message to you guys. They are going to participate in Prime Day, which is, I think, Friday, July 15th. And I'm going to do a video, I think, on the 13th. And there'll be a link to a web page on our website, and I'll show all the products that they're going to run on special for Prime Day. That's an important note. Number 2, PGF Complete. This lawn looks fantastic because I put out PGF Complete. It is available. It's the best fertilizer we've ever used. And yes, you can use it on any lawn. You can put it out anytime you want. Also, the giveaways. Don't forget, the giveaways are coming. July 15th, 12 bags of PGF going out to 3 different people. So 4 bags apiece. That's July 15th. August 15th, a $2,000 reel mower. All you have to do is subscribe and go over to the website and just sign up for the email alerts. It's not a marketing system, it's just an email alert. So do those 2 things after this video, and that way you're signed up for all the drawings in the future too. You only have to do it once. That's it, you're done. So again, piecing together a bunch of stuff. Stick with me here, I think you'll learn something. I'm going to show you cleaning my John Deere, some of the detail work I do on it probably twice a season, different levels of cuts with the John Deere, with the riding lawnmower, all kinds of stuff. So hold on. You all full now? Are you all full from eating bugs? What about you? You want to go pick some peas? Hey, you want to pick peas? Let's go pick some peas. So anyways, now's a good time, right before a thunderstorm, if you have a garden, get out here and pick your vegetables. If there was a DFAX number for vegetable gardens, people would call and report me because I don't take care of mine. I basically plant this and I forget about it. I always battle fungus back here on my tomatoes. I'm doing my best with multiple treatments on them, but then they've just been weak. I mean, they're just going crazy. And the problem with green beans is depth perception. You think you got them all, and then there's a whole nother layer hidden up in here. So it's just my wife and myself, so this is plenty enough of a garden for us two. But the peas, again, the peas are going crazy here. I got snap peas, plus I have regular peas. Here's today's haul. You can see it all. There's about 5 pounds of produce in here, including, oh my God, that was hidden in there. Look at the size of that cucumber. That's massive. But I brought that out so I could show it to you. That's what happens when you have cucumber hidden. It gets too big. It's like a squash. But I got all kinds of beans and peas and tomatoes. Everything's looking pretty good. So, again, the way I have this set up is I have a tendency to get a little bit top heavy in here. So before a thunderstorm, you always want to come out and try and gather as much of this out of here as you can. So first of all, let's talk about the time of day. Springtime, it really doesn't matter. You know, it's in the 70s. You can cut your grass anytime you want. It's no big deal. You know, it helps not to cut when your grass is wet, which you'll see here in a minute. But one little trick that you can do is when you move into the summertime, you really want to stay away from cutting your grass when the grass is hot. Now, I put a thermometer out here. Last month I did a video, and the grass temperature was like 115 degrees. So the sun is just pounding on it. It's scorching hot. And then you get a mower blade going across it that's traveling about 3,000 RPMs. And sometimes, most of the time, you'll get this white haze on the lawn. Now, that's not from the tips of the grass. That's actually sort of a heat haze is what I call it. It's a heat haze from when the mower goes over that, the grass is hot, your blades are hot, you get a heat haze. So what we've learned and what we've been testing over the past couple of weeks is that the best time to cut for sure is late afternoon, early evening. When that sun gets real low in the sky and you're getting mostly shadows on your lawn, that's probably the best time to cut. Another tip, make sure that your mower blades, and let me show you this as an example. When your mower blade is traveling across the yard and it's spinning, if your mower blade is like this, what's going to happen is you're going to get one cut and then a second cut as this travels. And that'll create excess heat and cause that silver. Same thing, even if you think your blade is level, the same thing can actually happen. So what you want is you want to make sure not only your deck, but your blades, set them at level and then bring the front down about 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch. That's the perfect cut. And what ends up happening is this first blade actually does a nice cut. This whole cutting blade, sorry, upside down, this whole cutting surface can go in and work and cut. Now, if you get it too high, just this little tip part's going to be cutting. You don't want that. So you want it level, so this whole surface here is cutting, and then just a tiny bit down. And what that'll do is that'll keep the back blade from cutting, but it also doesn't take the back blade out of the air circulation process. So if you're level in just a little bit, this helps move that air. So if you're bagging, that'll help. If you're mulching, it'll help. So remember, keep your blade level and then just about 1/4 of an inch up on the front. So the front should be lower than the back. That'll help, one reason. But we've definitely found that cutting early evening, I guess we'll call it, is the best time to cut by far. Now, I came out here. Let's talk about the height of the grass. We're in the middle of a drought. This is 14 days without rain. So what I've been doing is I've been letting my lawn get a little bit longer as sort of an experiment. I'm coming up to about 1.5 inches on mine. Some places it might even be 2. But I know I've got thunderstorms coming in. So what I'm doing, I look at the 10-day forecast and say, okay, you got 50% chance of thunderstorms coming in today and tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to take it down a little bit. So what I did was I came out here with my John Deere, the rotary, and I cut my whole lawn down some. Then what I did the following day is I went out front with my reel mower and I took my lawn down even farther. Well, I've got some footage of that, doing that. And then I'm going to come back out here today, if I can beat the thunderstorms, I'm going to take the back down even closer. Here's the deal. If you look at your forecast and it says 80% chance of thunderstorms, rain and thunderstorms for the next 2 days, you probably want to go out and cut your grass and bring it down some, because when you get some heavy rains come in, your soil is going to get damp, and then right afterwards you're going to say, oh, I got to cut the grass now, and you're going to leave rut marks in that grass. You're much better off to take the risk, I think, of go ahead and say, okay, forecast looks like rain, strong chances of it, let's bring it down low and get ready for that rain coming in. I always like to cut before rain comes in rather than after. It always works out better. You can get a lot of compaction issues, even a reel mower. A reel mower can even leave, those small wheels can leave compaction marks and rut marks in a lawn, not even talking about something like a riding mower. So that's a good little tip. So if you're in a drought period and you've got the grass coming up long, and you know for sure that you're going to have rain come in, or a pretty good chance of it, start to bring down the grass a little bit before that rain hits. If you need to put a little irrigation down to help compensate, go ahead and put it down. But as you can tell, I'm gonna run through some footage here in a second, and I'm gonna show you some of the lawns that are burning out in the neighborhood versus mine. So anyways, like I said, I'm going to put together just a couple of clips I've been shooting for the past couple days. I came out here, cut with my reel mower. I'll show you the results of that. My lawnmower got absolutely filthy because my lawn was wet. And so I'm going to clean and wax my John Deere. A lot of people ask how my John Deere stays so clean. It looks brand new. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to clean the John Deere for you real quick. Then I'm going to show you the reel mower. I'm starting to use my attachment. My lawn is so thick from the PGF Complete that we're putting out. I have to start picking up clippings, so I'm even using the front catcher on the reel mower. Did that yesterday. And what else have I got? I got some aerial stuff. I'm just going to put together some stuff. It's the 4th of July. Let's have fun. Let's eat a cicada. So hold on. Morning. I guarantee you I'm the only person on YouTube up at 4:55 every day. So anyways, it's probably close to 7 o'clock in the morning. And I want to come out here and show you guys. We're going to be talking about what's the best time to cut your grass, and also choosing the equipment, which equipment to use, because a lot of us have different types of equipment. So I'm going to talk about that for a minute today. So I didn't have any time last night to actually come out here and clean it up. So this is what it looks like right after the cut. Again, it was getting dark, and you can see there's some nasty clippings around. Even I got to power wash the driveway. I still haven't done that. But my lawn looks beautiful. It's that dark blue, green, fuzzy look. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, for the first time this year, we put down PGF, about 2 weeks ago, PGF Complete. And if you haven't tried the PGF Complete, I'm telling you, get some PGF Complete. The results have been absolutely amazing. Best fertilizer I've ever used. It was kind of weird. The colors are all off because of the time of day, but it's kind of nasty looking back here. I got a lot of clumps, a lot of stuff to fix. But you can see that there's a dew all over it. I have some areas where I got a bunch of clumping going on, clippings, but not too bad. Again, my yard is horrible. My yard has all this undulation and rut marks, so it's impossible to get it real low, but I decided to keep it. Let me show you. So I'm probably at truly about an inch and a half right now. Maybe some areas a little deeper. Hey guys, so let me explain what I'm doing. We're coming off about a 12-day drought here. All the lawns are burned out. I mean, it's 96 to 98 degrees. The lawns are getting fried. Mine looks fine because I'm watering it. But real quick, I just wanted to show you, last night I came out and I cut at night because it was just too hot. It was too hot to even come outside. And then tonight, this is about 6 o'clock, and I got some clouds cover. It's nice and cool. Tonight, I'm coming out here and cutting again. So last night I came out with my John Deere and cut it medium low. That's the cut with the Deere. And then tonight I'm taking it down again, maybe another ½ an inch. I'm taking it down with the reel mower, the True Cut. Now last night, this was a mess because unfortunately my sprinkler system goes off at 4, if it doesn't go off at 4, I can't water. It's just a timing thing. But of course the clippings are wet. So this is nasty. Normally I return clippings, but this would just cause an absolute mess. Last night I bagged with my John Deere, and today I'm bagging again with my True Cut. So there's my cut. Okay, so just a quick tip. I'm getting ready to go cut the back down for the third cut, and I'm going to show you a little tip. I can't wait. My grass still has some dew on it. Let me show you a little trick real quick. So these are my bagger attachments, and what ends up happening on these things is over time you get some buildup and whatever. They're plastic. If you'll take a little bit of this, I use McGuire's spray wax. Take a rag and wax the inside of these tubes. They have a tendency to not catch the grass inside the tube so much, and it slides easier. So that's just a good little tip for you. Wax the inside of your pickup tubes. All right, so here's cut number 3. Cut number 3. All right, so the backyard is not horribly long, but I would say it's long still. So what I need to do is, I know I have thunderstorms, and you can just feel the humidity in the air. I'm going to have thunderstorms tonight and tomorrow, so I'm going to do another cut. My problem is my grass is still wet. I still have dew on my grass. And I really don't want to put the baggers on and have to deal with all those wet clippings. So let me tell you what I'm going to do. And she's all pretty too. I'm going to show you me cleaning this here in a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut without the bags, the first cut, and then if I have clippings clumps around, I'll ride back over again with the bagger system on it. So that's what I'm going to do today. So I'm going to give it a cut, take it down. I'm going to take it down to maybe 3/4 of an inch, take it pretty low, moderate, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm stopping here for a minute and breaking, and I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. This is how I manage wet clippings on my lawn. So you saw me, what I was doing in that video. I'm going around in a circle, and all the clippings are going to the middle. Well, before I get finished, I stopped, and I only go one way. So basically what happens is I end up with clippings at the end because I back up and let the clippings fall off my mower. But you can see I'm pushing my clippings all the way over to here. So now I've got all my wet clippings on one little row here. So if I just want to go through here and just rake this, I can pick them up by hand. So that's an effective way to manage clippings without bagging. When you got wet clippings, it's a real nightmare. Okay, so the ugly work is done. I've cut the back pretty low in preparation for a couple storms moving in. Now, I've managed my clippings, so I've pushed them to one spot, hit them with a rake. So in this area, this is a grassy knoll. So I've sort of cut I go around this area and I push all the clippings this way to the center. And then from the fence, I push them this way to the center. And so now I have one line of clippings that are finely mulched. So I can just either go over those with a rake, but I know I'm gonna have damp, humid weather. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put them, on my bags now, and I'm just gonna hit these couple of strips. I'll hit this, I'll go over the pavers, I'll go over this one strip. There are a couple spots. I need to cut my lawn vagina. What's a lawn vagina? A lawn vagina is an area that goes like this and then like that. It's like a drainage area from here. The only thing that really cuts that well is my reel mower. I came through here with a push mower and cut it yesterday. You can see all the dry clippings on it, but I want to get up all these clippings off here. So I got to ride my reels. I got to tilt my deck in this side and tilt my deck on this side and bring my deck up. And that's how you cut a lawn vagina. And look how big those banana plants are getting. Holy cow. Anyways, so if I had left these bags on from the beginning, I probably would have had to empty these 3 or 4 times. But doing it this way, returning a lot of these clippings to the ground in here and just picking up the bulk areas. This is all I had. So I had about a third of a bag in here, a quarter bag in here. But look at this. Can you see inside that tube? There's not a blade of grass sticking in there. So that little wax trick, it's all slippery in here. That little wax trick really helps. Okay, so that's that. I'm ready to let the thunderstorms begin. They're supposed to roll in tonight sometime, probably starting about 8 p.m. And then tomorrow we're supposed to have them on and off all day. So I'm ready for them now, I don't have to worry. Now, trick. After the thunderstorm days pass, I'm going to come back out with Super Juice and I'm going to spray in a 712. So once those storms pass, 712 with spray with Super Juice. And man, let me tell you what, it's incredible what your lawn will look like. You cut it short, let a storm come through, and then hit it with Super Juice. It's bath time for the old John Deere. People ask how come my John Deere always looks so clean. Well, I'm going to tell you real quick. Hold on. Hey guys, just like a car, I clean my John Deere. I probably detail it twice a season. I actually come out just like you would a car. Just come out and spray the whole thing down. A little bit of Dawn and water after that. I actually brought my power washer out today to power wash some of the stuff. Wash it down with hot soapy water. Then I'm going to dry it off. I'm going to leave it in the sun, open like this, for about an hour and let it all dry down. And then what I do is I go in with some of this Meguiar's Ultimate Quick Wax. And it's just a spray on, wipe off. And now this mower, let me close this down for you so you can see it. This mower is actually, I think it's coming up on 2-year anniversary. And she still looks really clean. Almost looks brand new. So that's 2 years. Now I'm cutting 3 lawns with this. You know, you do once in a while, wash it off, just treat it just like a car, put some wax on it. That'll keep a lot of these grass stains off of it. Spray it on your rag and then spray a little bit on the surface before you wipe it. Works well. And that's all you gotta do. And there she is, all done, all pretty. Yes, even under the seat is clean and waxed. Nice shiny surfaces. Again, this thing's coming up on 2 years old. 2 or 3 times a week this thing cuts 3 lawns at least. And I guarantee you that most of the ones that you look at a dealership or at a big box store aren't even this clean. So anyways guys, happy 4th of July. Take it easy, relax. If you're gonna work outside, hydrate. Talk to you later.